Hello viewers, this is Too Fast here. In today's video I will show you this new stereo I got from my garage. As you can see, it's very compact and also very inexpensive. It's great for any one of you who might be looking for a stereo for your garage or workshop, and also sounds great. Now let me show you the full review of the stereo unit. This one I have here is model number HY-3006. Let me open this up and I'll show you what are all the features on this unit. So remote control. As you can see, this is a very compact unit. On the front we have the bass adjust, treble adjust, previous selection, play and pause, next selection. This is the source selection. You can select between USB, FM, and auxiliary input. Now with the radio tuner, it does not have AM band, it's only FM. Right in the middle we have the LCD display. Above that we have the memory card slot, USB port. This is the power switch with the volume adjust. The overall construction is all aluminum. Here's a look at the back. On the left side we have the speaker terminals for left and right speaker. If you look over here, it tells you you can use speakers rated at 4 ohm to 16 ohm. In the middle here we have the DC 12 volt power input port. Over here on the right is your right and left auxiliary input. And here we have the radio antenna. Let me quickly go over some additional spec on this unit. The music format it supports is MP3. The FM radio tuning frequency range is 87.5 MHz to 108 MHz. This stereo has a 2-channel amplifier, and each channel is rated at 20 watt RMS. Now this unit does not come with an AC power adapter to provide 12 volt to the unit, so you do have to provide your own. So I have this power supply that I'll be using for this stereo. If you look at the rating, it tells you output is 12 volt DC at 2 amp, and you want to pay attention to the polarity of that connector. The outside conductor is negative and the inside conductor is positive. That's referring to this connector right here. Outside is negative, the inside conductor is positive, and you'll be plugging this into the back of the stereo right here. Now around your home, if you have a power supply that's rated at 12 volt DC output and has that type of connector with the same polarity, then you can use it to power the stereo. Let's turn on the unit. Now in the middle we have the scan button. If you press this button, it will automatically scan the entire FM band and it'll save all the radio stations to 23 presets. Once the presets are saved, you can use the next button and previous button to scroll through the presets. So let's say if you want to direct tune to a specific FM radio station, you can use a remote control here to key in that frequency. So right now I'll put in 99.7 and you'll see now it goes to 99.7. On this remote control you can also use the forward and back to change the presets. The remote control also has a volume up and down. Now this knob will set the maximum volume. Now we can use the remote control to lower the volume and also increase it. You can mute it with the mute button right here. Unmute it. The power button will turn off the radio. Press it again to turn it back on. Now if you turn off the radio and turn it back on, it will remember the station you're at. Now I'll play some MP3 music from my memory stick. You can use the next and previous button to skip to the next song or previous song. You can do the same thing with these two buttons on the remote control. Now if there's a specific track that you want to go to, just key it in on the remote control. So pressing 5, we'll go to the 5th song. You can also press the play pause button right here to pause the music. Now while you're listening to MP3 music on your USB stick, you can press the EQ button. There are 4 presets for EQ. Depending on which EQ, some of them will add bass, some of them will add some treble to it. So now let's go to the garage and I'll show you how I set this up. Here's a look at the setup I have in the garage. As you can see, it's a very simple setup. Now these Sony speakers that you see here are from an old audio system that I no longer use, but I kept the speakers. The connection at the back, just like what I showed you earlier, I have the speakers connected to these terminals at the back and the power connector connected. Here I have my USB memory stick plugged in, playing my MP3 songs. If I want, I can toggle over to the FM station and listen to radio. And with a remote control, I can control the track and the volume. As you can see, this is a great little unit. It has all the basic functions that you will need. FM radio tuner, it plays MP3 on your USB stick or SD card. You can adjust the bass and treble. There's a decent sized display on the front. It even comes with an aerial antenna, so you don't need to buy any additional antenna to connect to this. With the remote control, you have quick access to the FM stations. You can adjust the volume, you can mute it, you can power it off. Now if you want to know the dimension of this unit, the overall length is 7-inch, the height is 2-inch. The depth, including the antenna at the back here, is 4-inch. So this is great for putting in your workshop or garage, or perhaps even your kitchen or bedroom. Now at the time of doing this review, I picked this up on GearBest.com for $17, which is incredible. Now if you want to get one, I will include the link in the description below. Also, I'll see if I can find a 12-volt power supply on Amazon. If I find one, I will also include that link. I hope you enjoy watching the review of this stereo unit. If you have any questions or comments, leave one in the comment section. And don't forget to click on thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.